Everybody, welcome to my review-a-thon. I'm going to be going through a bunch of different reviews today, just talking about different products. I'm going to try to keep them somewhat short. This one is probably going to be a little longer because I'm actually trying something and giving you my first impression of it, and it is the Temptu Airbrush makeup system. This is something that I know is available at Sephora. It's something I have never tried before. Like in this video, this is the very first time I am even picking up the little airbrush gun here. So I want to put it out there first that I am not trying to instruct you on how to use this particular product. I may do that down the road once I'm more familiar with it, but right now, I mean, this is totally like my first shot at this. So don't be too hard on me if I'm not doing it exactly right. But again, I'm not really showing you how to do it. I'm just kind of going by the instructions, trying to do it the best I can, and giving you my first impression of it. So down the road, I am going to do more videos with this, talking about maybe some different techniques as I learn them. But yeah, this is just my first take. It's going to be the foundation, the blush, and the highlight. So besides bronzer, everything on my face is the airbrush stuff. So I'll show you how I went about it. So keep on watching. Hey everyone, I am videotaping my first experience with the airbrush makeup system here. You can see I've got everything set up. The setup was pretty minimal in terms of putting it all together. I just had to plug this cord back here and attach it to the airbrush up here, and then there's an air pod with my foundation in it, and so you have to kind of puncture the hole in that so it can I guess work with the air and actually be airbrushed on. So setup was really easy. I didn't have a problem with that, and the instruction manual walks you through it. And there's also a DVD that I watched the other day that really took you through the application, but I'm just kind of reading it on paper first to make sure I'm doing it the way they say to do it. It says start toward the outside of your face and move the airbrush in a smooth, quick circular pattern over your entire face. The circular pattern gives you even coverage, they say. The foundation will be hard to see as it's coming out of the airbrush, but as you are applying it, you will start to see the coverage build. And it said, like, the trigger on this airbrush is what gives you, there's that little trigger, and that's going to give you more or less control. It's going to determine how much product comes out. And also there's a dial back here that you turn to control how much of the product comes out. And they said for foundation, have it set right in the middle there. So that's what I have because I'm doing foundation right now. So I'm going to turn it on. I guess turning the power on will make the air come out. Okay, I'm feeling air. You can probably hear that now. So yes, air is coming out, and I'm going to pull back on the trigger a little bit and just kind of start working it on for the very first time. Holding it about 4 to 6 inches from my face. I've been applying this all over my face, hopefully in the manner they say to. I can tell there is something on my face, but it feels extremely light, and it is really hard to tell, like, if this, and as it said in the instructions, it's hard to tell, like, if it's getting on your face. Like, it's very sheer and very light. If I wanted to up the coverage a lot, I guess I could adjust that dial on the back, but for this first time I'm going to keep it where they say to. I feel like I've gone all over my face, but I'm going to try to do a little bit more and just see if I can notice any more, because I can still, like, I'm kind of using my freckles as a gauge, and I'm still, I guess, going to probably be able to see those through this, but I'm going to do a little more application right now. I do feel like it has kind of covered some places around my nose a little bit. It was sort of hard to figure out with under eye coverage just how much I could get there, how close I should get. So it'll definitely take some practice to decide just how much is enough and how long I need to spend going all over my face and stuff like that. So got all the foundation on. The next thing I did, just because I wanted more coverage around my eye area, I applied some of my Maybelline Dream Mousse concealer there. And once I did that, I got a lot more pleased, I guess, with the way the makeup looked on my face. I mean, that was kind of one area that I really need to correct. And then you know, the rest of the face seems somewhat normal. Then this set did not come with any bronzer or anything, so I just took some of my own bronzer. I used my Too Faced Chocolate Soleil and just kind of went all over my face with that. And by the way, my foundation shade is Natural. And now I'm going to do blush, which came with this, and it is in Sheer Berry. So I've gone through the process again to connect this to the system. Now I'm going to turn it on, and I guess I am ready to go. So we will see if we can see this showing up on my cheeks at all. So I'm just doing circular motions, and I can see that for sure. I can definitely see that. Yeah, so there that is. The blush is very visible. I've got the highlighter hooked up, and this shade is in bronze, so I wonder if maybe that can act as like a bronzer as well. There should be some shimmer to this, and it says the trick to the perfect application of highlighter is to apply in a C pattern from above your brow bone and curve down to your cheekbone. Repeat the process to build color and shimmer. The more you apply, the bolder the highlight. And they say you can apply it to your collarbone area as well. So let's turn it on. And I'm going to go, instead of just in the middle with this, I'm going to go up a little bit for a little lighter application because I don't want to be too shimmery. And I am going to start up at the temple. And I'll do that over here as well. Tell there's a little more glow to my skin, a little more shimmer there. Just kind of tried to apply it in the pattern they said, which was sort of from above the brow to under the, or to the cheekbone, I guess. So that's what I did, guys. I guess this is my finished application. I feel like this would probably go a lot faster if this wasn't my first time, and I noticed just in terms of assembling the AirPod and getting those hooked up, that went faster after the first one, after the initial foundation application. Since the foundation is the closest thing to your skin, I guess that's kind of hard, maybe the hardest one to detect going on. But the blush, you know, you could definitely tell that that was going on, and I might have even set that to a lighter setting had I known. But yeah, this is definitely something that's going to take some practice, something I'm going to continue to work with and work into my makeup routine. So there you go, everyone. Many more videos to come on the Temptu Airbrush system. I hope to learn more techniques, and just, you know, the best ways to use it as time goes on. I'm also definitely going to use this when I go on the air for news, because we are expecting to go HD, our station is, in the next few months. So I think it's going to be especially important to have this knowledge of airbrush makeup, just because, and all of us at the station, we all do our own makeup. So it's kind of every man for themselves. But I feel like knowing how to use the airbrush is going to help me, because when you would think, okay, HD, you're going to see a whole lot more. You would think, well, man, I want a lot of makeup on, I want really good coverage, but you're going to see the makeup more as well. So that's why airbrush has really caught on, I think, at a lot of TV stations, just because it is so sheer, but it does have coverage to it as well. So I'll see how that works. I mean, it's really in the makeup industry, in the TV industry, I've heard of a lot of people saying, you know, oh, airbrush is great, and then others saying, you know, traditional makeup is just as good. When I've asked like different people on Twitter, like Bobby Brown had her makeup team answers questions, and they said, you know, using traditional makeup is just fine for HD, and then others have said airbrush. So I will definitely be doing many more in-depth reviews on the airbrush versus traditional makeup for TV if you're interested in that. So thanks so much. Stay tuned for more videos. You can head to my blog, beautybroadcast.net, for a full rundown of the videos I'm planning for today.